Hi, dear friends. I'm back with a new session. Actually, I've got so many requests so as to talk on a particular topic because almost I think all the individual at some point of time, yes, really face. Now, before I start my session, because it's going to be a topic called concentration, I think almost 90% of people complained me that we read, we forget. We read, we understand, but the next moment when we try to recall it, we think we don't remember either, or we think we read it or we didn't read it. There's some kind of I must say, a dilemma whether you have done that particular thing or you've not done it. So, that is basically lack of concentration. You are not able to retain what you have learned or what you've read. So, my topic is going to be concentration, and I'm going to give you very small tips, not a big lecture, because obviously, in big lectures, we tend to forget things. So it's going to be a very small and energetic kind of session. So we start our session with a small activity, as I have told you. The activity is about concentration. Like I'm going to give you 1 minute. In 1 minute, you'll first start speaking A, B, C, D till Z. And after that, take a pause for 5 seconds because that will give your brain a command to get active for an activity which the brain might have not done before, or if we have done it, we are not doing it regularly. So this is that brain will get the command to get hyperactive, and once your brain gets hyperactive, you will be able to understand the session very clearly. You will notice that there was no hindrance while you were understanding the session, and you were able to retain it. These are small exercises that our brain needs timely. So I will make a point that in all my sessions I will discuss small exercises on daily basis so that we can do the things in a proper manner. So you will start with speaking ABCD till Z. Take a pause for 5 seconds, close your eyes, and then open your eyes. And this, why I asked you to close your eyes, is that once your brain has got the command, you need to give it a pause to accept that command. Until, because once you start speaking to A to Z, your brain is in normal state because this is the repetition that you've been doing since ages. And when you start speaking reverse ABCD, your brain will definitely be in a state of shock. Our brain definitely goes in a state of shock when we do something new. You will say state of shock. Yes, state of shock, because you are asking it to do something different. And when you ask your brain to do something different, it accepts, no doubt, but it takes time to accept. So when you start from Z to A, you notice that either you will get disturbed, you will get distracted. So you close your eyes for 5 seconds and then give your brain a command that you start from Z to A and then start speaking. So this process is going to take 1 minute, and after 1 minute, you will see that yes, you are now empowered to understand new thing. Do it with anything that you're trying new. This will hardly take 1 or 2 minutes. So you can do it anytime you're going to do something new that you have to retain for a longer time. So your time starts now, and you've just got 1 minute to do this. So you still have time. Okay, so I'm starting it now. So concentration. Basically, concentration is nothing. It is your own ability that you give command to your brain in order to accept new things or reject the things. Once it is in a state to accept new things, definitely you will be able to grasp things very easily. And once you see that it is not in a state to accept new things, you might not accept those things, you might not be able to understand those things. So that is called lack of concentration. Concentration is nothing, it revolves around only 5 hours. Now what are those hours? I'm going to tell you very small things, so that, because if it becomes a bigger session, definitely you will not be able to understand it. So my first hour that a concentration says is read in mind. When you think, when you do something new, definitely you might be thinking about something, or you might be reading it with something, or you might be seeing and doing it. Try to relate your reading with certain, either you can make a story out of it, any small story. You can make some rhyming words, or you can make your own own words with the letters, or anything. Means you need to relate that thing what you read to enhance your concentration power. So first R that says is read in mind. Read in mind, read in mind, and read in mind. And then once you read in mind, you have to, then again your brain will get command to accept it. The second thing is, I told you already, in reading you need to relate what you are reading. So once you relate what you are reading, definitely you will be able to make a chain out of it. Once you make the chain, your concentration will become easy. So my first R was read in mind, and then is relate. Once you started relating, try to repeat, not at the same time. You're doing certain things, now you know that you've made a story out of it when you were reading, and you've tried to relate it also. Try to repeat it. Repeat it maybe when you have 1 or 2 minutes of time, that what you read. Okay, I read this. Okay, fine. I'm going to do it like this. Once you repeat it 3-4 times, definitely you will notice that the thing that you were reading, and next time when you start it again, your concentration will be enhanced. Try it and then see, and you'll get the results. So first thing was read in mind. Second thing was relate, and then was repeat. Once you started repeating it, the next process that your concentration process adds is recall. When I started repeating, okay, I end it up now. When I start reading or the different topic or the new things, I will recall the past, what I have read or understood, whether it's related to the topic or whether it's not related to the topic. But you have to repeat it. This actually enables, these are certain exercises that keeps your brain active. Once your brain gets the command to get active, you see definitely you will be able to concentrate better, and you will see that these small things have helped you bring change. So again I'm repeating, number 1 was read in mind, second was relate, then is repeat, and then try to recall, and then is your revision. We've been saying before examinations when we were in school, or maybe some of my friends who are still in school, you might be listening on daily basis, please students revise and come tomorrow. Why is that revision asked? It is asked so that when you move further, you are able to understand, or you are able to retain the last session. So the last thing is revision. It's not that I read and then I jump to the new session. What about the past session? Your brain will again get the command only to accept new things. What about the things you've learned already? So revision. So these 5 R's are basically something that will help you enhance your concentration power. Concentration is nothing, it revolves around only these 5 R's. So I think guys, you enjoyed the session and it is going to be of certain help. So before we wind up the session, let's do a small game, a small exercise. Now what if you have family members or friends at home, or maybe if you have 1 or 2 friends, you can even do it on phone with 1 or 2 friends. What you are going to do is, you are going to start speaking any word as in the name of the city. Fine. And you are going to make a chain. This is another concentration game. Please try it and see. When you start doing new or anything, if your brain is tired, like if you've been studying for long hours, for the people who are preparing for their competitive exams, for the students who are going to give their IELTS, maybe ZAT, XLRI, whatever, MBA, whatever, CAT, MAT, any competitive exams, anybody can do it actually. You are going to do this is called a chain game. You are going to speak the name of the city, and the other person will speak the name of your city and his or her own city name. For example, if I say Agra, the person sitting next to me will say Agra, Delhi. Means Agra, what I spoke, and Delhi is what he has added. The third person will say Agra, Delhi, Mumbai. So this is the chain. And the one who gets out, he or she is not going to play the game. And the one who's been able to speak the entire chain will be the winner at the end. Okay. So you see, these are small things. This will help you enhance your concentration. In my next session, I'll be talking about how to enhance your speaking skills. Speaking skills as in your tone and also your pronunciation. My main emphasis will be pronunciation, because I have noticed people have problem in speaking also. That is called pronunciation, and that will be very easy. Means that in a fraction of seconds you'll notice that you've been able to enhance your pronunciation skills as well. Thank you so much.